I might as well destroy you, me, our memories, everything! No!
As one of the more plot-filled episodes in Season 3, Cat Blanc is a favorite amongst fans. With Adrien letting his villainous nature shine through, we can see what could happen if the holder of the Cat Miraculous were to use the powers for the wrong reasons. This episode makes us question what other characters could look like in the same situation and how the heroes and villains would make mistakes to turn into the next Cat Blanc. This is why today's video will be about every character we would like to witness turn to the side of evil.
We're gonna fix everything now that you're back and now that you're going to give me your miraculous!
Number 1. Marinette. As the main hero of the series, seeing Cat Noir use the powers of the Cat Miraculous for evil makes us wonder what Ladybug could do if she faced a similar situation. We know each Miraculous can be evil since they have dangerous powers, which can be seen when used by the Kwamis, always resulting in something terrible happening to their world. If Ladybug were to use Tiki's powers carelessly, it could result in the same situation. We see these powers being used in Deer's family when Tiki has cravings for Marinette's galettes and can't stop herself from eating all of them. This results in Tiki using her powers without Marinette to make an even bigger galette, which Cat Noir has to destroy to save their world. With the power of creation, Ladybug could make anything she wanted to destroy the world or get what she wanted. Now that Marinette is finally with Adrien, the same situation could happen again, only this time with Marinette being the one to leave Adrien. With them both in love, it could cause her to use her powers out of pure emotion, resulting in something far worse than Adrien using his cataclysm on people. Without Cat Noir to stop her, Ladybug could destroy their world or create an entirely different one because of her anger.
I know how to get more. Tiki, no! A Kwami that uses their power without their owner always causes a disaster!
Number 2. Felix. With Felix only recently joining the Heroes in Emotion, not everyone is so quick to trust him, since the Miraculous of the Peacock has such powerful abilities that Gabriel used for evil for so long. The heroes aren't sure about its powers being for something better. Since everyone also knows Felix is the holder, it makes trusting him difficult, and Ladybug only learns to trust him after learning the truth and representation. Knowing this and seeing what kind of power the Peacock Miraculous possesses means that if anyone is likely to lose their way and turn into another Cat Blanc, it would be Felix. Since his only friends still don't fully trust him, he doesn't have people to rely on besides Kagami. In the same way Adrien used his power for evil after losing Marinette, Felix could do the same if anything happens to Kagami in the next season. With his ability to create Sentimonsters, Felix could attempt to repair any damages he has done, but by doing this, he would only further ruin the lives of those he cares about as well as his creations. Since Felix came into being from the Peacock Miraculous, he cares about who the next holder is and only trusts himself to use the power. If it were to fall into the wrong hands again or be taken by Lila, he could become so upset he would do something unfixable once the Miraculous is returned to him. He becomes upset when he has to relinquish his creation in the episode Emotion and fears that the Peacock Miraculous powers could corrupt him the same way Gabriel and Natalie were.
The reason we're doing this, Dusu, is because we're hoping for a happy ending.
And it's wonderful!
Are you ready?
Number 3. Chloe. Being friends and partners with Lila makes Chloe untouchable yet again. Even without the Miraculous of the Bee, she is still a dangerous opponent the heroes have to face, and now that Lila can give her any power she wants, she's nearly unstoppable. Since Chloe and Lila are only looking to become more powerful, Chloe wouldn't care what the outcome of using her abilities carelessly would be. Her careless and selfish nature could mean the world would end if she had enough of this power. Although creating another situation seen in Cat Blanc would be difficult without a Miraculous, we see that every time Chloe gets akumatized, she becomes similar to Queen Bee and uses the same abilities to stop the heroes. With Lila able to give her these powers whenever she wants them now, Chloe could become similar to the new holder of the Bee Miraculous, Vesperia. If she were to use these powers for evil, it could cause catastrophic events all over Paris. With Lila guiding her, Chloe could become a supervillain as powerful as the Butterfly Holder. However, as we see in many episodes after Panel Team, Lila is always the head of their operation, talking in Chloe's ear to tell her what to do. If this were to change for some reason, or if Lila couldn't give Chloe the direction she needed, Chloe could use her powers carelessly and destroy Paris rather than take control of it. We could also see this happen if Lila were to get a hold of the rest of the Miraculouses just like Gabriel did, allowing Chloe to use the Bee Miraculous again and make the same sort of mistakes we've already seen from her in the past.
I'm about to grant your wish! Detention for the traitor!
Number 4. Luca. As one of the most powerful heroes, Luca would pose a threat to everyone if he were to fall into a Cat Blanc situation. With his power to control time, Luca could change everything as many times as he wanted until he could get the outcome he wanted. Although Luca understands the power time travel holds and how important it is for the snake Miraculous not to fall into the wrong hands, that doesn't mean his emotions couldn't get the better of him. With Luca being one of the only characters without a love interest, his situation would be different from Adrien's, but Luca still has plenty of people he cares about. The most likely person to cause the snake holder to fall victim to his Miraculous would be his twin sister Julica. We see their bond as siblings being unbreakable after he must leave Paris in migration. If Julica were to fall victim to Lila's plans or get hurt, his sister could be the person needed to make Luca do something irreparable. When Luca finds out the identity of Ladybug and Cat Noir in Wishmaker, we can see him getting stuck in a time loop several times while trying to save his fellow heroes. Although we only see him restart his time loop a few times, there's no way to know how long it takes Luca to save the day every time. If he were to get stuck in one of these time loops for longer than usual, he could start to lose faith in himself and decide to use his Miraculous in a way that could destroy Paris or the world. As we see in Ephemeral, whenever Sass uses his powers without a holder, it has disastrous consequences. So if Luca were to use his powers in the same capacity, he could cause the same type of problems to occur.
Second chance!
No one can know our secret identities.
Number 5. Nino. Although Nino is only one of the supporting characters, we could expect to see him fall victim to a Cat Blanc situation. In the episode Cat Blanc, we see that the reason Adrien has gone crazy is because he lost the only person he loved, Marinette, and hurting her drives him to madness. Similarly, Nino is very close to his girlfriend Alia, and even becomes jealous more than once throughout the series. If something happened to Alia while fighting against the villains, we could expect Nino to react poorly. Although the powers of the Turtle Miraculous aren't usually used to cause damage, if used in the wrong ways, Nino could do a lot to hurt his city and the people he cares about. As we see in Rocketeer, when Nino thinks Alia has fallen in love with Cat Noir and no longer cares about him, he quickly becomes upset and even lets Gabriel akumatize him. From what we've seen of the Turtle Miraculous holder, we could expect him to react similarly to Adrien if something happened to the people he cares about, or he could be even worse.
I'm the one asking questions. Remember what I told you yesterday? I got proof now. What do you say to this?
With every Miraculous holder capable of becoming evil or good, it's intriguing to imagine what could happen if Ladybug and the rest of her team joined the side of evil. With some Miraculouses able to change the entire universe as we know it, it's crucial to keep every Kwami in good hands. With Lila as the new face of evil, there's no telling who could join her side in Season 6 or which of the Miraculouses she could get her hands on. We can only hope Cat Noir and Ladybug can fix anything she breaks, even if that's Paris as a whole.
To our emotions, because no one teaches us how to understand or deal with them.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.